In recent years, the term late-stage capitalism has gained traction in pop culture and online discussions as a way to criticize the perceived excesses and contradictions of modern capitalism, like my urgent care charging me $2,000 for a Band-Aid and $500 for a reassuring smooch on the forehead. It is also frequently paired with the belief that our capitalistic system has entered a terminal phase in which its internal contradictions will eventually lead to its decline or collapse. Although there's no universally accepted definition of the term, the concept is commonly associated with several characteristics that are often cited in academic and popular discourse. One of the most defining characteristics associated with late-stage capitalism is the rise of extreme wealth inequality, where an enormous amount of wealth and influence become concentrated among a small portion of individuals who all, by pure coincidence, share the same American financier. And while the majority of society struggles to stay afloat amid crippling debt and rising costs, disillusionment grows among working people who no longer feel like hard work is a reliable path out of financial struggle. As a result, resentment continues to grow toward the ultra-wealthy who take advantage of the system to hoard even more wealth, power, and priceless masterpieces. Another major characteristic tied to late-stage capitalism is the growing dominance of multinational corporations, where a small number of massive companies gain enormous influence that extends beyond the economy to politics, media, and even culture. As these corporations expand globally, critics argue that they suppress competition, reducing consumer choice and driving up prices. This concentration of corporate power also extends into labor markets, where companies can exploit workers through wage suppression and outsourcing, limiting workers' bargaining power. In addition to this, corporations can accumulate enough power to shape laws and public policy in ways that prioritize profit over public interest, such as pharmaceutical companies lobbying for higher drug prices, and fossil fuel companies influencing environmental regulations and climate policy. So hyper-consumerism is often referred to as the continuous purchase and consumption of goods and services that goes far beyond one's basic needs in pursuit of happiness, success, and even status. But as you see other people chasing these desires by overindulging in materialistic consumption, it can have a detrimental effect on you psychologically and socially, fueling addictive buying behaviors, feelings of inadequacy, and social comparison. It also has detrimental effects on the environment, including habitat destruction and pollution, reinforcing a widely debated belief that one of capitalism's major contradictions is its dependence on endless growth despite the planet having finite resources. When your desire for intimacy and companionship becomes monetized through dating apps, and your need for better employability becomes something you purchase through a college degree, these are viewed by others as examples of commodification. Commodification is the process of transforming goods, services, ideas, or even aspects of life that were not meant to be bought and sold into commodities like Optimus Prime's feet pics. And as capitalism expands into every corner of life, even things that once brought genuine meaning and connection can start to feel commercialized and transactional, losing their intrinsic value. So whether you think late-stage capitalism is an actual economic phase or just a catch-all phrase people use when they feel the system is broken, the term has become more popular because it captures a growing frustration many people feel toward the current economic system. And while people may disagree about the concept itself, many across the political spectrum recognize serious issues worth addressing, such as rising living costs, environmental pollution, and the uneven distribution of wealth and power. But as society's frustration continues to grow, it still remains uncertain whether this discontent will turn into meaningful political and economic change anytime soon. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to know what life would be like if it were a video game, watch my previous video here.